Hello, my dear Sagittarius. This is your love and spirituality reading for the month of July with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. I will come back with every other weekly readings or mid-month readings again in August, but this reading will be for the whole month of July. So, I used the Legacy of the Divine Tarot by Ciro Marchetti, and I will start shuffling your cards. I call the Divine with love and light. And I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world. And I call the 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Sagittarius viewers. So, I want my dear Sagittarius to have love in their lives and to find themselves in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. So I'm sorry I have cut myself a little bit, so I hope this band-aid doesn't freak you out. I also want to take this chance to tell you that the sun will be in Cancer at the start of the month. Join that together with Mercury and Mars. Venus will be in Taurus. And July 5, Mercury transit over to Leo, and Venus moves from Taurus to Gemini. July 9, we will have the full moon in Capricorn, and we have some obstacle cards for you here, fighting for putting some boundaries, and it came with full moon in Capricorn. Capricorn is about stability, it's about putting boundaries. Building a stable foundation for yourself. So the full moon in Capricorn, and July 21st, Mars and Sun will transit over to Leo. The 23rd of July, we will also have the new moon in Leo. Mercury and Moon moves into Virgo, July 25th. Might be an important date for you. What would I say? Mercury is communication. Moon is emotions. Moves into Virgo. Virgo is it's an earth sign again, and it's about Virgo is about spiritual growth and also in relationships. And here we have a 4 of Cups, 6 of Cups, and the Faith card. Communication, and Venus is often also in combination with Venus, and July 25th. So something might happen there in your relationship that date. For some of you, there might be a reconciliation, or you're starting to reminisce a certain person, and maybe there are some connection between you two, because it seems like 2 people are thinking about the happy days. And Fate card, it's marriage, of course, and other family things. So it might be in a family or in a committed love relationship. Fate card is also having faith. So it seems like some sort of hope is starting to be awakened here in the end of July. Of course, there might be an actual reconciliation as well, but it more looks like someone's hoping for this. Okay. So if you're waiting, if you're cross-watching and you're waiting for Sagittarius to wake up and want you back, end of June might be my guess. Okay, so Venus moves into Cancer July 31st, and for you Sagittarius, we have Saturn moving retrograde still in Sagittarius, and Moon moves to July 5 till 7. So not much else is going on. Of course, the dance with Saturn and the different constellation that will be with Saturn will affect you, but I won't be talking about this this time, because I want to cut down on the readings. I'm fighting with this, but it's not really working actually. Okay, so I'll just tune in for a few seconds. Okay, so my dear Sagittarius, this is your future. and this is your now, and this is the past. The past is probably June, the now is probably July, and the future is probably August. So, and you can check this reading like a couple of times during the period. So if you don't, if it doesn't resonate with you now, it might be in the middle of July, maybe you will know more. The things that I'm talking about here might have been water underneath the bridge. Okay, so you have a Seven of Wands here. It came together with a Four of Pentacles, and it was about, we were talking about boundaries. We were all talking about the full moon in Capricorn. We have actually Pluto moving retrograde in Capricorn right now. So many people's foundation is in question. You're starting to question your own, sometimes your relationship, sometimes the way that you earn your money, sometimes you question where you live, you can question the family arrangements, a lot of things being up to questions here. And it's for you to actually decide what's going to be your future. It's this very destined times where we are trying to find out what we really want. So it's up to you to decide what you are going to let into your castle and not, what you are going to let into your experience and not. So I think a lot of you, Sagittarius, is working with your foundation. You are working with putting up boundaries, knowing what's going to make you happy and not, creating values for yourself, how you want to be treated, how you want to treat others. And there's a lot of stuff going on. For some of you, you're also fighting away someone. You might have told them no, and now you're trying to keep this wall around yourself because you don't want to cave in. You don't want to change your mind. You have set your mind on something, and you are you want to continue with this. You want to have some self-control, we can say. So the next card for you is increasing energy, Eight of Wands. So you have the Seven of Wands first, and then the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is actually Mercury in Sagittarius. And what did I say about Mercury? It will go over to Leo, and it's actually in Cancer. Let's see. Yes, it's in Cancer in the beginning of month, and then it will move over to Leo. So this is probably the Mercury energy in Cancer, though it's in Sagittarius, but it's your sign. So Eight of Wands is usually a card about talking things through, making all the illusions, like when people go around and think stuff about you, or you think stuff about them that's not really true, and you start really talking about it, and you kind of see that everything was a mistake, and that's the beauty of communication, because we can suspect a lot, and we can keep a person on an arm's length distance because we think that they have been doing something bad towards us, and or thinking something bad or whatever, but it wasn't true. So with Eight of Wands, sometimes you are fighting for something that might be a mistake, or you're trying to clear up a mistake or a misunderstanding. So Eight of Wands can sometimes be people apologizing. Maybe you're waiting for an apology. That could be it. Maybe Sagittarius is waiting for someone to come back and apologize. And here we have a Seven of Swords as well. So the Seven of Swords is a card about usually things being hidden. People don't want you to know the truth, and you want to know the truth. So for some of you, you are starting to sort out what's an illusion and what's not. And I think many of you have started to become a little bit angry, actually. Maybe you are starting to take people's, like what they say, you are starting to take it for truth. Because you want people to stand up for how they are treating you, or what they are saying to you. So if they are saying, well, I don't want to move the relationship into the next level, or I I don't want to see you this weekend because I'm doing other stuff, then you're starting to understand that maybe you weren't so important. So you will start to call their bluff, or start to call them on their actions, or other people are starting to call you on your actions. If you are showing like very little interest with the sevens, it might be a person trying to keep their feelings a secret from other people. It's like a defense. You don't want people to understand your real feelings. So you're keeping this a secret. You're keeping people on an arm's length distance. They are not really being able to come close and connect with you. So it might be that you are doing this, or you are seeing this being done in another person, and the later is it's more plausible that this is the case because you have the Eight of Wands here. So it seems like you have understood something, you have come to know something about how people are confusing you in your everyday life, because they are not saying things that they in the way that they mean them. It might be some kind of game going on, or some kind of play. People you have known this, so you have maybe you didn't take them for their words. You knew that you were important for them, but they came out as showing you that you were not important with the Seven of Wands and the Seven of Swords, and now you're taking this as a truth. So if this is how they want to act, this is also how you are going to call them on this. So I think it's something like this. It's a little bit because this is people keeping distance, this is people want to connect, and you have Sagittarius in Mercury here. So I think that you guys want things clear and direct, clear communication, no misunderstandings, and also it might be that people have misunderstood you in some way, and you want to make them know you better. So sevens are always challenges, so you're being challenged here in June. And the next card is a little Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups came in this position also for Pisces. So some of you have your moon and rising, or something else in Pisces, so you might want to check that out, or you are dealing with a water sign. So then you can also check this out, the Pisces reading. So Page of Cups, it's usually a person with a very open heart, and they are very close to their emotions, and they want to have connection. They rather want to have connection than protect their achy breaky heart. But this can also come out just as your inner child. Maybe this is your inner child that wants to connect and wants to have honest relationship, and rather knowing the truth than go on feeding a lie. So we'll see a little bit more here. The next card is Nine of Coins. So some of you will choose loneliness over relationship because you are valuing yourself more than you value that certain relationship, and you are valuing your ability to have a clear foundation here, a beautiful foundation and a happy life, before having someone in your lives playing tricks on you. And for some of you, it will be that you have a person in your life, or you are this person that's coming out as someone that doesn't need other people. Maybe this is two different people. This might be a person, a water sign, or you, or it can be any sign, but the person being very, they open their heart and they spill out what's there. They want to have clear communication. They don't want to miss opportunities just because people didn't understand them, or they don't want to miss chances because everything wasn't said and done. This is a person saying and doing everything. They won't have any regrets because they are very clear with what's in their heart. Here you have another story. This is a person being very protected and are not letting people know what's in their heart, because this information can be used against them. So it's a little bit like warrior strategy. And you have the Nine of Coins here. they only trust themselves. They only trust themselves to be able to make themselves happy. So they can use other people to put a little golden shimmer over their existence, but they don't want anyone to come and join them here in this garden. And that's because they are not as courageous as this person expressing the matter of their heart and wanting to connect. This person doesn't trust other people, and they don't want to have anyone close. That would be to take a big risk. If they opened their heart and someone rejected them or didn't love them back or didn't appreciate them, they wouldn't be able to take this. While this person is probably rather used to get their heart broken, and they have got very strong from this. And it's like chivalry in love. When you are fighting for something that's greater than you, so you don't have to protect yourself so much. You feel supported by a greater force sometimes. But this might be the same person as well. Maybe you took one stand first. You wanted to have connection. You wanted to tell exactly how you felt, and then you felt that there's no use. I will take care of myself. That might be the thing as well. And Nine of Coins is a person that's very hard to get. They're very rock solid. They have found this way to calm their emotions and find a way to be in peace, like here and now. Being out in nature, making your home a more beautiful place, taking care of yourself, taking care of your body, taking care of your economy and your health, putting yourself centered. This is what this card is about. So this is in June, and it seems like there's a conflict between two people, or you getting tired of people not being honest, not being truthful, not being open, not being brave. Or you yourself have decided, I will protect myself in this situation. It might be this as well. And it can be people having different emotions about the same situation. One person might be not ready for a relationship, and the other one is already flashing love. they fell with the first look at this person, and the other one is, well, I'm going to check you out for quite some time before I make up my mind. It might be this thing also. So June, and this is July. Here we have a 5 of Coins. So if someone has closed the door in the face in front of you, this might be how you feel. If you have closed the door on someone else, this is how they feel. Like a beggar, like an outsider, like a person that are not longer invited or can't tag along. With the 5 of Coins, you might feel very alienated. You might feel like there's something wrong with you. You are not like the other people. Since they can't understand you and you can't understand them, you have nothing in common, but you still want life in your life. So you long for this connection still. I think that many of you have been throwing out a suitor or a mate or a friend, and you have made them feel like this, but maybe there was nothing else you could do. Okay, so we'll see. The next card here is the Tower. So the Tower is some old structure collapsing. You know, I said with this that it seems like you are trying to figure out what your new structure should be. So we have Pluto moving retrograde in Capricorn, and you got this card together with the 4 of Coins. That's stability and foundation and power. You got this when I talked about full moon in Capricorn, and here you have the Tower. This is actually what's going on in Capricorn right now. The old foundation, you found out that it was a house of cards, and here it's falling. But most of you will be rather okay with it, because I think you have caused this. You are the one that has caused this event to happen. because you got sick and tired of something, about some imbalance that you saw in your relationship or in your place of work or in any kind of relationship situation. So it's like I said, you might have called someone on their behavior, and before maybe you did a lot of effort to make this relationship having this connection, but when you are not longer doing this, there's no one holding this relationship, so it's crashing. And relationship can be also a situation, as I said, with work or something similar. So foundations falling here, and it seems like it's Sagittarius and Mercury, and this energy, you see the flashes here, it's like this energy that you are sending, that you're finally talking truth about something, and you're deciding that let it fall. If it wants to fall, let it fall. I don't care anymore, because I want something that's more solid, that's stable, where I'm not the sole worker on this. I want people joining me, people helping me. I want a better foundation. I want better friends. I want better friends that don't make me feel like this, like I'm excluded. And I don't care anymore if I make people feel like this. Before, you might have been more compassionate, but here it's like you don't care anymore. Probably you have come to some greater insight that has led you on this road. So, Tower event in July. That's sad for you living on Northern Hemisphere. This is summer, so this is a time of vacation, and for some of you there might be like losing a job or losing a relationship or splitting or going your separate ways. It might also be for some of you illnesses, and as I said, this doesn't have to be about you. It can be about your counterpart, your other significant other, your person. You might have thrown them out and you made them feel like this now. So it depends. We are, as I have told you time and time again, that we are two parts of something that was whole, and we have been separated. So one will play like the role of the villain, and the other one will play the role of the victim, and then it will change. It's different between what role you were supposed to take when you came down here. So you can't really ban the bad people in your life, the troublesome people in your life, for being like villains. They are here to help you. They are here to do your shadow. They are here to mirror you. So you just see what's inside of you on the other end. So that's why I'm not making clear assumptions. It's different from different relationship. But many of you Sagittarius has probably put down your foot down and cast people out of your tower, and now they're feeling sad. But it might have happened to you as well. The card really center is 7 of coins. So 7 of coins is much like the 9 of coins. It's this taking care of yourself, being single, or just doing everyday life. Maybe vacation also, taking a time off from things, because this person has been working relentlessly on fixing their crop here. They wanted something out of this situation, and now they have done everything they could, and they need to have patience. So you might have been working really hard on a project or a relationship or in the workplace, but now it's time to just watch the grass grow, because things need to rest, things need to come to terms in their own accord, and it's not much more you can do here. You just have to wait for the result of your previous actions. And it's another 7, so you're in the midst of some spiritual growth or some important situation where you are finding new ways of doing things, new ways. You are expanding yourself. You are making yourself. You are kind of moving into new territory with your own personality and your own behavior. You're starting to do things that was previous not in your comfort zone, but now you're widening this, and you're making yourself more grand by this. Okay, so the next card underneath the Page of Cups is Three of Cups. Girls still want to have fun, yes? So the summer won't be just thinking of this thing that happened. It will actually include some little party or get together or celebration or new relationship or your relationship evolving. It comes really hasty from nothing happens to something happens. So I think this is more like a short-term thing, either a short-term love relationship or something that just make you happy, a day at a party or a night in a party, maybe it's more suitable, and or some kind of family gathering or something that makes you happy, like makes you feel like there's fun. And it might be that you have a water sign in your life as well, that while you are doing all this rebellion or feeling this excluded, they might be out having fun as well. But as I said, it's just mirroring something that you could actually do if you allowed yourself. This is about building a new foundation. So the old you doesn't have to, you don't have to have your old you in your new you. If you were in a certain way before, you can do something different now. You don't have to deny yourself pleasures. And the next card is the Magician. So some of you will be a little bit of a player kind of type this summer. Be careful also so you won't get played. You have a Magician here, that's of course Mercury, and we have Sagittarius in Mercury. Maybe some of you have left your old relationship to be able to have a more intense summer, like meeting more people, having more fun. But there's some kind of plan here as well, and it comes with this card, Nine of Coins. So it might be that you are planning to stay single, or that you are not letting people, you're not going to let people manipulate you in the same way that you were manipulated before with all the sevens. The Seven of Wands and Seven of Swords are those kind of cards. Also Seven of Cups. Seven of Wands, Seven of Coins is more about having patience, being able to step back when the work is done, to be able to step back and let things evolve on their own accord. But here you want to take power, you want to take action, you want to be on top, you don't want the same stupid thing happening again. So this time you're going to be prepared. You're going to have fun, but you're not going to let people have the best of you or take the best of you. You are going to be in control. This is your aim, and this is, it seems like you will succeed with this. So while you might be waiting for something that you have done here to come to fruition, you are not going to spend your time just waiting. You are going to have some fun also during this waiting period. So it seems like there can be a happy July for some of you. With the Magician, I think you are going to start to also vision what it is that actually makes you happy and that makes your life stable, and how you can take better care of yourself without other people as well, that you can be with other people, but you can also be alone. So there's going to be some kind of balance. You're going to learn to actually enjoy the moments that you are spending all alone much more, and you're also going to enjoy the time when you spend with people much more. I think you are going to be a little bit more alive. You are changing in some way, and deciding that you need to choose the life that's going to be for you. You have the power. You are not going to let this into the hands of someone else. You're not going to let yourself be manipulated anymore. So that's good news. Okay, so in August, it seems like things will fall, but it's not much to you. It's like you don't really care. It's like it's what you planned all along, because you had this in calculation. when you did a certain move, a certain action. Because, as I said before, I think that you were sick and tired of some situation where you maybe got too much responsibility for the thing and you just dropped like this. So either the other person could have taken the responsibility from you, or the other persons in the different situation that we were in could have taken this responsibility for you, or they could have skipped it, and it didn't matter which way they went. So it seems like you're rather okay with the tower falling and this being excluded, and it might not be you that's excluded, so that's maybe why you're okay with this. And you are going to have fun. So it's much more living in here and now. You are letting go of responsibilities. So that's nice for July. So the next line of cards will be for August. And the first card for you here is the World card, 21. So that's a rather beautiful thing. You have been able to do something here that it doesn't look very nice, but the result, the end game, is very nice. It's like you don't let relationships control you anymore, or what other people thinks about you. It seems like you have seen a greater value with yourself, or you're about to. And now you're going to protect yourself no matter the consequences. So that's very good. It's like you have grown up. It's like you have matured. The 21 is also connected to the 3, the Empress card. So this is not good only for you. It's also good for people around you, even if they might not feel like this right now. They might feel very sad, and you might feel also sad about losing things, but in the same time I think that you have this a little bit of rush, that you have been able to you are more able to create your life now. It's much more to your liking, and you are seeing that you are the master of your own life. We can't control everything that's happening to us, but we can control how we react to it, and also what we decide to do about it. So I think that you feel much more powerful and much more at ease in the end of July and the beginning of August. You will feel like this was, even if it was a hard, a rough ride here, it ended well. It ended in a beautiful way, because you have grown and you have solved some kind of karmic situation as well. So that's really good for you. This is a great year. It's like 25,000 years or so. When we go through all the star sign, 26,000 years, maybe it's, I don't know exact number. And we have Sagittarius up there. So very beautifully after Scorpio, and then, sorry, Capricorn. So you see, you're a cosmic dancer, and now you have danced a lap and you have done something that was actually rather good. So we see also this with the Tower and the World card, that you might have relocated, or you might have gone for travel and left a lot of things behind. And maybe you started to live your life a little bit more day by day here with the 7 of Coins. Maybe decided to not accomplish so much, but actually enjoy life more, and just make it worth living. You have the 3 here, and 2 + 1 3, so it's the Empress energy, being more like just being here and breathing, taking your breath in and out is just what's needed to be done here. You don't have to accomplish that much. So this is kind of vacation mood still. Maybe you want to keep it for a longer time. Maybe you want to find some other way to get an income instead of having an everyday job. It seems like there's some freedom thing going on here. The next card is the 5 of Wands. So it seems like this situation is not really over with the 8 of Wands and the Tower card thingy we see here. It's some kind of struggle, some kind of conflict, some kind of internal thing going on, and it might be like it's still conflict within a family or in a relationship or in a company, that when you come back from from your vacation, the problems will still be there. Okay, so it's a 5 being together here with the World card here, cornering this World card a little bit. So I think the petty hassles of everyday life will still bother you, even though you have made this big accomplishment. It will still be things in the outside that still will be challenging you. It's see it as a final test. You have 2 5s, 3 7s, so you're definitely challenged, but it seems like you are taking these challenges very casual. It's maybe you are not being so serious about this, but this can be sometimes first you try to talk things through, then you just let the situation fall, and here you might actually become a little bit angry. You might become a little bit upset. We'll see. Maybe it's someone else being upset. And here you have a King of Swords. So the King of Swords comes underneath the 7 of Swords and the 7 of Coins. I think this might be a person in your outside life. It might be the person that has caused you a lot of problems. It might be a person within justice or police, or it might be an air sign person, or a person being very cold and detached in some way. And I think this might be the person that has challenged you, or the energy that has challenged you during this period of the summer, or maybe even for a longer period of time. But now I think you can use this energy to kind of put yourself above petty arguments. You see the World card and the King of Swords here, this lofty energy with this. I don't think you will be so bothered by dramatic events in your life anymore. So this is what difficult people teach you, that, well, you don't control what they do. They are doing things from their conscious level, and you don't have to take things they do personally, because it's their decision to behave like this and not yours. You decide how you will react and counter-react. So I think you will have a little bit more, a better way of dealing with the stuff that's still going to be there after the summer, or still in August anyway. It's going to still be there. The World and the 5 of Wands and the King of Swords. So it might be that this person, if they mean something to you, they have also learned one thing or two. But there's still some conflict in between you that you haven't been able to sort out. You haven't been able to talk it through. And you might have left it be like this. You didn't care anymore, or a water sign didn't care anymore. They didn't want to sort this out. They didn't feel up to it. And here you have a little Page of Coins as well. So I have had like this this triangle with children going on. It's a little bit interesting. It's many pages coming and together. It looks like a little bit of a love triangle here. With the King of Swords being with the Page of Coins. Maybe we'll do it this way instead. So they are together because they come side by side, but it's a card in between these two that's talking about love. So this came the same for Pisces. It was the Page of Cups and the Page of Coins, but in a different order. It can be about your inner children, of course, as well. It can be about this is Cancer energy in between here. So I think that you might be able to have an open heart because you have installed like a parent archetype within you. You have become much more cool and aloof with things. You don't take things so serious anymore. You don't worry about them so much. So this is actually perfect when you have developed your inner children like this, and you have this cool entity that's being there and watching over them. So you can enjoy having fun and know that whenever kind of shit hits the fan, if you excuse my words, you will be able to cope with this because you have become the master of control and aloofness, and being also very just, and I think you are being able to see things from an above point of view, so you're not being so smudged into everything anymore. So with the Three of Cups there, but of course this could be some kind of love triangle going on, and I don't see where you are in all this, because it's water and earth and air. We have the card for Sagittarius here. So if that's the case, then maybe you are the person that feeling excluded, feeling beaten down, feeling like really shocked, and feeling that people are against you, not working together with you. Some of you Sagittarius will feel like this, and that the other person got like the highest win. They could just fly away with their new partner and feel like life is like totally okay, while you are feeling like life is like this. So this might be for some of you that you have this reality and the other person has this reality. They're having nice time both by themselves and in groups with other people, so they are totally fine by this, and it didn't touch them. And this might be also a fear that you might have as well, of course. Sorry, I changed the sighting of those cards. So if you have been with a water person before, they might have met with a earth person. But air and earth has been working very hard to take in each other's energy. So earth can come out as air and air as earth. So it's a little bit mixed. And you are Sagittarius. You have been working very hard with opening your heart. So this can be you as well. Not caring really, and here, but here it's a more complicated energy. Someone making you upset. Okay, so confusing. And here you have a Two of Swords as well. So Two of Swords, it's in the end of this reading. Two of Swords is two people not speaking to each other, kind of rather wants to keep the silent than talking things through. It might be a Libra as well. This person might be a Libra. All these people might be Libra, or it might be a person, all this energy might be an earth person trying to keep themselves very leveled, trying to do the better thing, to actually not engage themselves in a fight anymore. Maybe they want to leave you alone so you can thrive. Maybe they want to be the bigger person and not complicate your life. It might be different things with this. Since there's so many people here, you need to use your own intuition to see the different what's really going on here in your life. But for those of you, I want to take a card for those of you that's dealing with a water sign, and it's that. So it's number 6. It's about healing. It's about taking time out and heal yourself. And again, nourish yourself, care about yourself. Don't let people get to you. Don't let troubles get to you. Find your inner place where you can feel very nourished. So if you have like a dramatic inner child that's very sad about some situation, take care of it and nourish it. So that will actually give you this grown-up archetype. When you do this, you actually install a grown-up archetype within you. So that's very good. And for those of you that have an air sign in your life, oh, that's many cards, but I guess the monkey. I can show you all the cards, but I'm not going to. The monkey is a thinker. That's very nice for air. They might be orchestrated to need to ask for forgiveness, and there's someone waiting for a message. like they will want to feel this connection again, but they are very much obsessed by themselves and their own appearance and what they can do for themselves and things like this. So if you are dealing with an air sign, they are thinking their way through a solution here, and that's why the end of this reading gets so very aloof. This might be any person trying to solve this with their logic mind, well, that's a good thing, but it's still showing that this this situation might need to evolve. The person might need to have like a personal evolution before they can actually solve their problems. It's a monkey here, and I don't want to be disregarding towards a monkey, but a monkey has its limitations, and when you're a human, you also have your limitations, but this is about growing outside those limitations. So I think you have a person that's might have their limitations, so they are unable to solve this in a way that you would have done. Okay, so you understand this, that they have their limitations. I will also take the card for someone, for those of you having an earth sign in your life. See, that's earth. Okay, so for those of you that have an earth sign in your life, there's some kind of plan. There's some kind of you can relax. It's supposed to be like this, and either this person will fly free or they want you back. It doesn't really tell just yet. You need to have this patient, you see. You want to have like a quick solution with this earth sign person, but you actually need to have patience, because there's a plan. It's a divine plan, and I think you have worked it out with them. So you just stick to the plan, and you be open when you get new direction, how to move your pieces on this playing court. Okay, so for some of you dealing with an earth sign, I think you can relax. Things are going exactly due to plan. Okay, and I will take for fire sign also to be just, even though there's no fire here. So we have this, and it's a key in this card. So I think for fire signs, they are talking about you actually. So I'm sorry, I will take another for fire signs that's partner, but this are talking about you. They are saying you hold the key to the solution. You decide what will be written or what will be said. You decide. Okay, so for those having fire sign partners, okay, so fire sign partners, then you see, this is deception. This is like a meat flower that's actually eats flies, and so it can be deception. It can be a person looking very good on the outside, but not having this beautiful inside. And it's like your light is drawing moth in, is drawing in like creatures of the night, you can say. So if you have fire sign person in your life, I think that they are very passionate, very lusty, but you can't really trust them 100%. They are actually your shadow. So because they are you, they are mirroring you, since they are fire sign. So you need to be aware of that, and that's the same with the most of your relationship, that they are actually mirroring your shadow. So what do you have in your shadow? What would you do if you were free of consequences? What would you do? So past life oracle card for you. So we have this destined road that you're on. So even if there's a rocky road sometimes in your life right now, Sagittarius, there's a reason to this. And we have a clock here talking about time. So it's again related to the central card of this reading, patience. There's a plan. Have patience. And also the world card and the two of swords is saying maybe it's not time just yet to take the next grand step. Maybe you just need to live your ordinary mundane life for a little while longer and see what kind of things comes up, what kind of stuff flares up, and then you might be able to know the next next move you will make in this chess. Okay, so I'm a little bit confused by reading, but I hope the message gets on clear towards you anyway, Sagittarius. And it seems like you have been dealing with a rather tough situation, but you made it through. And now you just need to stay focused and calm and not live in anticipation for tomorrow, but actually play it really cool. And remember, that's the plan, and have faith in it. And don't think so far ahead in the future. Plan what I want you to be able to vision and to take action when needed, but don't think so far ahead in the future that you get anxious. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, and if you have had a little these fives, like having this thing happening here, I want to actually take a card for that as well. So what you will do if you are the one that's feeling very excluded. So this is your grander, like who you are from a spiritual point of view. You are this angel with those wings and this weapon and everything. And the things that holds you down is just your strings to the past, how people string you along, connection that you have with other people. The sword is there. You can cut yourself loose. You don't have to be with people that's abusive. You don't have to deal with dramatic people. It's up to you if you want the challenge and want to, you see the birds on this. If you want to be challenged by difficult people, you can go into that game again. But if you want to cut yourself loose, the sword is right there. So you decide again. Okay. So my dear Capricorn, I hope this helped, and I'm probably going to do the August readings around the 17th of June and forward. July. 17th of July and forward, I'm going to do the general readings for August. So if you're interested to see more, we'll meet there. Okay, bye-bye.